You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Let's go to Brisbane and talk Magic Round with James Graham, former NRL prop, of course, and a voice and face familiar to us on Fox Sports, who's joining us from Brisbane. James, thanks so much for your time on New Zealand radio. I appreciate it.
No, absolute pleasure. It's a great weekend here in Brisbane, and looking forward to some of the games going on this afternoon.
What have you made of the round so far? Sold out again for another year, but some cracking matchups. That Sharks-Roosters game last night, a high-scoring thriller.
Yeah, it didn't disappoint, did it? Obviously, a lot of the time when two of the top teams go head-to-head, it can not live up to the hype, but those two teams certainly put on a show, and I just think, generally speaking, the fans have been absolutely amazing because Magic Round is about them, fundamentally. You know, you get all 8 games, one round, one weekend, one stadium. It's a great party, festival atmosphere, and the fans have loved it, and the football hasn't disappointed either. With
the way the Sharks played last night, do we look at them now as the real deal in terms of premiership contenders?
Yeah, well, look, the Sharks, they've been winning plenty of games. They've been in form. They're top of the table. But the big question was going to be, can they beat one of the top 4 teams? They did that last week when they beat Melbourne, and then they backed it up again this week as well. I think it's Penrith next week, and the questions will keep on coming. I think if they can get a performance against the Penrith Panthers, they will be the real deal.
How much of an impact has it made, the injuries to high-profile players over the last week or two? They seem to be falling like flies. Can you put your finger on why they are falling like flies, and do you think it's made much of an impact to the Magic Round?
Look, obviously you want your best players available for your showpiece event, but it is what it is. There's not really too much you can do. You know, each team would have multiple sports scientists in and around their squads and doing a lot for injury prevention rather than just injury rehabilitation. So, look, I think sometimes it's just a little bit unlucky. You know, it's as simple as that.
All eyes from a New Zealand perspective on the Warriors this afternoon. They've fallen apart in recent weeks. James, what do you think that might be?
Look, it's really interesting. I think most people thought the Warriors were going to kick on after their successful season 2023. A lot of hype behind them. Obviously, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck coming back. I can't figure it out. I think when we look at the Warriors, we have expected a lot from them this season, but they just can't seem to get over the line at the minute. It must be disappointing considering the amount of attention it's grabbed over there.
How much of a tough task is it going to be against Penrith this afternoon, considering the names that are out of the lineup? Sean Johnson, Tuivasa-Sheck, and we hear Tohu Harris out with a broken finger now. So how tough is this task for the Warriors in a couple of hours' time?
Yeah, not ideal. If there's one team you don't want to be playing, it's Penrith Panthers. So, there's no rest for the wicked, is there?
Yeah, and just finally, James, so grateful for your time. Penrith without Cleary and obviously another defection in the last 24 hours with their centre May being ruled out. Do they still pose a real threat against the Warriors today?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's that next man up mentality for the Penrith Panthers. Unfortunately for Warriors fans, I think the Penrith Panthers will get the victory.
Hey, James, really appreciate you making some time for us here on News Talk ZB this afternoon. Nice to catch up.
Cheers, guys. Take it easy.
That is James Graham joining us from Fox Sports this afternoon, former NRL prop, of course, making some time for us here on News Talk ZB. I'm very grateful to get the sense of the occasion in Brisbane. Magic Round, just a fantastic idea. And
for more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.